Now, the quality of your fish is exactly a result of 50% nutrients and 50% water quality. Now, at the moment, we've got some tangs in here that are super skinny. Like, you can actually see their bones and stuff. Now, they've been trying to feed these up a lot and feeding lots of frozen foods in the belief that will fatten them up. Now, these fish are going to be victim to either two issues. One is it's possible the foods that are being fed to these fish, one's super skinny, is not actually giving the fish enough nutrients. So therefore, I'd be wanting to move to a food like Danichi or New Life Spectrum, which I know are going to have the nutrients I need for the fish in it, being a premium food. Or the salinity of this tank is very high. So if you're running high salinity and your fish are starting to look bony, it's either going to be a nutrient problem or it's going to be an osmoregulation problem. So the salinity of a saltwater fish is about half seawater. And the fish are going to employ what's called an osmoregulation system to balance the salt in the fish to the body. And the osmoregulation system uses a lot of energy. Now, if anything compromises the fish's immune system, they're not going to have the energy for that osmoregulation system. And as the salt level goes too high and stays too high, the fish eventually are going to run out of energy for their osmoregulation system. And then what will often happen is the environment is too salty. So then your fluids or your liquids will often sort of diffuse out of the fish, making the fish appear super skinny because the osmoregulation system has basically failed and the fish is no longer able to balance the salt in the environment with the fluids in the fish because they've run out of energy for their osmoregulation system. So if your fish are getting super skinny, it could be the food you're feeding. So therefore, regardless of how much you try to feed the fish up, they might not get fat. So therefore, it might not be how much you're feeding, it might be what you're feeding. And then if your salt level is incorrect and your fish are paper thin like that one, then it also could be an osmoregulation system due to oversalt. Anyway, if you have any experience with this particular topic, then put a little note at the bottom of this video.